Hello everyone, welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter from Recramp's Wedge.
Hi everyone, I'm Dakami-sama and I play Solas Ebha, who is Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ogma.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
Hello, everyone. I am Sealan Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hi everyone, I'm Levalithana, an elven wild mage, and she still doesn't know where from.
And we are missing one player who will hopefully be joining us a little bit later. Before we get in, a couple things to mention. For those who want to see me suffer through Spelljammer Pirates of Realm Space, it is September here on Twitch. So every sub gets me sub points, and if we get to 150 sub points, I will play Pirates of Realm Space on stream to completion, suffering the whole way. So if that is of interest to you, you know what to do.
Just be honest, you'll actually enjoy the whole trip.
Yeah, if I did, I would have played the game earlier.
How many points do you have now?
Currently, we are at 93 sub points. We need to get to a 150.
There's one question about that.
Mhm.
I had a look at expanding or extending the sub that I have, and it said that everything, including the money, including everything else, would be starting at October 2nd. And I was wondering, does that actually give you points, or is that just sort of delayed until October?
If you have an active sub right now, I have the point.
Okay.
It's not until a sub ends that I then lose a point, or a new sub would give another point, kind of thing.
I think you would have to upgrade the tier.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're at tier 1, you go to tier 2 or tier 3, then I would get more sub points right away.
Money makes the...
Which go round.
In addition, yeah, that's true. In addition, I mean, it keeps a roof over my head. We are, if you want to give the players or myself a reroll, give them some comfort in bad rolls. It is 500 bits, and you can give a reroll to the player or myself of your choice. Currently, Braxon has 2, Finn has 1, Ockar has 3, Lafdul has 1, Leva has 5, Solas has 1, and I, the Dungeon Master, have 10. So
that's too many.
Wait, when did you get 10?
You guys complained too much, so some of the viewers were like, "Hey, let's make the players complain more."
I'm gonna audit. I'm gonna audit the previous videos to make sure.
Yeah, he did get quite a lot last time.
I believe
because complaints.
Anghammarand and Solarian gave me some. I haven't used any in a while, so you know, I'm saving these. I'm saving these for a villain. You know.
Do you know if I make more bad jokes, maybe they'll give you rerolls.
They might. You never know. Although they tend to like throwing bits at your bad jokes, so you know, I mean.
Yeah.
I see.
And Anghammarand has given a reroll for Finn and Solas.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Anghammarand.
Yeah, heckle
so
bits
we
indeed.
We should make public our birthdays. not that we do anything like that.
You know how the Queen has...
all would quite enjoy that, most likely.
You know how the Queen had an official birthday, so she had 2. Like maybe I could have Brax's birthday as well as my own birthday.
No. There is no unbirthday either. You do not get rerolls for your well, actually, that's up to the players. I mean, that's up to the viewers. So, anyway, we left off last time. You guys had formulated a plan for your attempted infiltration of the Talangran Empire, or at least a blockade running and getting around their patrols and things like that. And you have set off from Lindithar on your way to the planet of Hesperus. But before we go, was there anything that anyone thought of in the week prior that you might have wanted to do before you left, like last minute purchases or anything like that?
I was wondering if, when we got all these fake boxes, if we could put a smuggling compartment in there to hide someone.
I mean, they're fake crates. I mean, they're not fake crates. They're just crates that are empty. So
Right. So we could fit a person in a crate.
if they're big enough.
Okay. Cool. Maybe we can have like... Yeah, go on.
Solas would have both material for his next spell book
Okay.
in preparation.
All right. I've given you the standard costs for that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else?
I suppose Braxon could look round for...
Well, I'm more specifically asking if there's anything that you thought of.
yeah.
Rather than, like, if you don't have to come up with more things.
No.
Okay.
Something... basically something for knocking people out. Because, like, we're going to go into, like, this enemy base. And if we kill everyone as well as getting the guy out, it might cause more aggro than if we knock them out.
Well, you just deal non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you can deal non-lethal damage pretty much with any weapon.
Yeah.
I guess that might be a little bit harder with the flaming sword.
Yes, but because it has a chance to set clothing on fire and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And you do take penalties to attack when you're dealing non-lethal damage. Just keep in mind. So, but I mean, like if that's what you're doing, then it's like, you know, you're pulling your punches. That's what's going on. So. Like there really isn't anything specific unless you wanted to get lassos or more men catchers or something like that. I mean,
well, we got a man catcher.
Bolas work.
All right.
Would
So
bolas work as
I'm sorry.
Non-lethal weapon.
I'm sorry.
Bolas.
Bolas, they have a chance to like wrap up legs and stuff like that. It's not exactly that they're non-lethal. But you also kind of need to be proficient to do that kind of thing. Otherwise, you're just hurling it at people. Okay. So you get underway and begin to head out into a wild space. So you can go ahead and move for the 4 days to get to the next block, and if there's anything anyone wants to do in those 4 days, go ahead and let me know.
Yeah, there's 3 spells that I'm going to be trying to learn from the spell books that we have in our library.
Okay.
They are Ancient Weapon, Monster Summoning 2, and Tenser's Giant Strength, in that order. I'm going to be rolling for all of them at the same time, if that's okay.
Just roll one by one so that we can also roll for page numbers.
Pause.
Yep.
I'm a little bit confused because I'm seeing Hesperus twice.
Yeah. So
I seem to be seeing it here.
Yes. So it's
here.
close enough. It's close enough to be on the inner ring, and it's on the outer ring.
Oh, it spreads across the 2.
Right. So remember that the very center dot on the outer ring, that's the 10 rings of the inner ring.
Yeah. So, but basically, am I going here?
Yeah.
Or am I going here?
You can go to Hesperus on the outer ring, since that's where you are, and then when you leave it,
Right,
if you're
cool.
going into the inner rings, then we just move over to the inner ring and.
Okay, cool. Right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Thanks.
And the page number was D6 plus level -1.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 pages for enchant weapon.
Okay.
I suppose Braxon will make sure we do the full inspection of the ship, seeing as we're going to be leaving the ship for a while.
All right. You can also start coming up with like plans for the crew to do stuff while they're docked at Hesperus.
Yeah. We can find things that need doing.
Monster summoning 2, also 6 pages.
All right.
Huh.
Wow, that is really consistent percentile rolling.
Yeah.
It shows that Lafdul isn't here.
So the page took for the last spell is quite high.
Yeah, well,
21
makes up
pages.
for the consistency of the others.
Yeah.
And you have enough
That's why,
space in your.
that's why you carry multiple spell blocks.
Well, he kind of has to.
Well, at this point, I'm already over half of the pages in my 3rd spell book.
Keep in
Which is
mind that
why
you can make traveling spell books that have duplicates of spells that so you leave your main spell books behind and you take like just your core spells with you, kind of thing.
Yeah, but these are spells that I really want to have in my books.
Yep. All right.
But it was the reason why I bought the material for creating the new spellbook already.
Yeah, that is understandable. All right. Leva, you are continuing to research?
Yes.
Okay.
It's plus 4 days.
Yep.
It's 59 days of 70.
All right. Okay. Anyone else have anything that they're going to be doing on those 4 days?
Yeah, Finn's going to attempt to create the Nevermind.
Okay.
He has 2 gathering and a low chance, so I'm going to use a reroll on each.
All right.
And with the -7 applied, I'm going to have, let's see, my skill, my target is 12. No, my target is 10. Yeesh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun. So, 4 chances of 3 or better here.
All right.
Question, Ald.
Mhm.
If Braxon
Got one.
does if Braxon does subdual damage with Aegis Burden, does it still have the effect of weakening people?
Yeah.
Might
It does.
be worth using that.
All right, so Finn, you get one of those complete, and that does use up your 2 rerolls.
Yep.
But worth it.
And I got 1, so.
Yep. Okay, so with that, the 4 days mostly pass uneventfully. On the 4th day, during the 6th hour of first shift, which is Finn, Ockar, and Solas, one of the crew members on watch calls out to you, Ockar, and says, "Acting Captain, seems to be a comet. We're on an intercept course with it."
Can we try to evade?
Well, it appears to be matching our speed. So it's off to the starboard side.
So
and this
it's
is
coming
while
at us.
you're. Well, it's not coming at you. Like once he calls out, you then look and you can see it because it is a comet, and it's not like slightly less than parallel course. So eventually you will cross paths because its speed is matching yours.
And we can't take evasive action?
I mean, you can stop. You can stop the ship. You're traveling at spelljamming speed right now. It is traveling at spelljamming speed, so it will zip on past you.
Then I'll say stop. Halt the ship.
Okay. You bring the ship to a halt, and the comet goes zipping past you, and you lose sight of it. But only for a moment, because it does seem to have turned, and it is coming back your way, and it is doing so at spelljamming speed, so in just an instant, it has arrived. Will you have sent anyone to wake up Braxon in the meantime?
Probably. And when I see it come back, I'm going to yell for the crew to ready weapons.
Okay. So-
okay, this is fun.
Now, as it is closing in on you, it appears similar to things you've seen before, Elmarin, which are you've faced them before, small balls of fire, but this one seems much bigger. It is glowing white, and Braxton, just as you're getting up on deck, it has gotten to your vessel and breaches the air envelope. And as it does so, you feel a wave of heat. Like not enough to harm anything, but you can tell that it is exceptionally
Did we have
hot.
shot catapults or ballistas while it was on its way in?
I'm sorry?
I would have ordered the crew to ready weapons to shoot if it's coming at us.
It is extremely fast, so like they're getting the weapons loaded as that is happening. Since
Okay.
you've stopped, the like it overtakes you basically instantly. And as soon as it breaches the air envelope, you hear a sound coming from it, but you can't see any movement. But the roaring of flames seems to form words in your ears. And it says to you, vessel of filled with unintelligent beings, I need transport across the sea of fire to another black sphere.
Oh god, no.
And there I was just thinking, it probably doesn't want to have travel with us.
Oh god, no.
You're too hot. Sorry, I'm asleep.
So, Braxon, you've gotten up on deck just in time to hear that.
Okay. I don't think Braxton would have his ring of languages on, but if he put that on, would he be able to talk back?
It's spoken
in the same language.
It's spoken common.
Right. Braxton will say, this is not a vessel of unintelligent beings, and we're not traveling in that way at this time. Come back later.
It responds by saying, I must find intelligent life, and your object will take me to another place for me to search.
We're already on important business. We can't take time to take you to another sphere right now.
You will not do as I demand?
Not at this time. Come back later.
This is unacceptable. You will serve as nothing but fuel for my fires. And it begins to approach towards your, the deck of your ship.
I guess we're fighting a fireball then.
A giant fireball, yeah, pretty much. It's about 30 feet in diameter, too.
30 feet in diameter.
Let's see. Oops, I had some other...
Braxon's gonna grab a couple of runners and say, "Go grab the spellcasters. Tell them we need like ice spells."
They're not gonna have enough time to prepare anything.
So Braxon and Ockar, go ahead and put yourselves on the deck that you're both on.
I guess Braxton will be on the front deck.
Yeah.
So like here? Is
Hang
that
on.
the front deck?
Let me find myself. Well, there's Ockar. Yeah, I'll put myself next to Ockar.
Okay.
All right.
And let me see. Solas, you're in the library. Finn, you'd be in your quarters.
Yep.
Yeah, I would be in library if no one called for me.
Okay. Well, you would have felt the ship stop.
Yeah, but if no one calls to me, I might have sent someone running and asked what's going on, but I wouldn't have left.
Okay. Well, a crew member would have definitely come. On the first round, a crew member will definitely come to your quarters to inform you of what's going on, just as a matter of course.
Mm-hmm.
Since you are an officer.
Do we have any firefighting equipment on the ship?
Define firefighting equipment.
Like squirting water on the ship if there's a fire. Hoses and stuff.
Water buckets from your various containers of water is about it.
Okay.
Since you've never said that you're getting anything in particular.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
All right. Okay. So the giant flaming sphere of white fire is going to be approaching your deck. It is currently not in melee, but it is immediately heading towards your ship.
Braxton's. Well, Braxton already said he was sending messages to the spellcaster, so he can't do something else this round.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my long spear ready.
All right, go ahead and roll for initiative.
I don't know what weapon Braxton would have brought.
I take it I'll be at 99 this turn since nobody's
Yep.
come to get me yet.
I think he would have brought the stick of many buttons, which doesn't have anything useful.
What about the throwing axe?
Yeah, there is a
That
throwing
worked out
axe.
well.
Nice, Finn.
I guessed correctly.
All right, so Solas, you'll be at 99 as well.
Yeah.
Did that work? That didn't work. Hang on. I am clicked on me.
I've heard some people say that there's some issues with the turn tracking. I don't know. I can go ahead and add you. Right,
There we go.
Okay.
I must have not clicked it properly the first time.
All right, but set yourself back to 7 because that was your first roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, it did roll. Okay.
It rolled, it
I
just
don't see
didn't put you in the
Braxton's roll.
list.
Yeah. Hang on. I said 7, and then it didn't take my 7.
I might have sorted at the exact same time.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm supposed to go after Ockar.
No,
again.
you go simultaneously.
Okay.
However, it has not gotten to your ship yet, so
Yeah.
you have you're throwing the axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
How well that will work, I don't know. Might
Did it
melt up.
return to his hand?
It'll come back. Yeah, I mean,
it'll come back. Yeah, but it might melt. It might have to make a saving
It's magical weapon. It doesn't melt that easily.
all right. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
I can't see what I'm doing today. Hang on. +2, I think. Yeah. Come on.
All right, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. It is large.
Yeah. It's 1d4 either way. Oh no, I get the thing, don't I? No, large is 1d4, but I get 2d4.
Yeah.
Because I'm throwing it. Hang on.
And
Plus,
the bonus.
yeah, what are your bonuses?
Oh, sorry. So I don't know what I've done on my window, but everything's gone a bit skew with. That's +3.
All right, so 6 points of damage.
Woohoo.
All right, so you hurl your axe at this fireball as it is rushing towards you. And I need you to make an item saving throw for your axe. So give me a d20. It is getting a +2 for being a +2 weapon, though. Okay. So it appears back in your hand, but is quite warm to the touch.
Yeah.
All right. Ockar, at the same time, you're preparing with your spear? Because it does not reach you.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be up here and I can't remember. Is the spear like a reach weapon?
It has not reached you. You do not have the distance to get to it. This is this is not the exact position of the fireball.
Well, I'm gonna be ready to stab at it when it gets over.
Okay. All right. So it does move in, and let me go ahead and actually set it to back so that you guys are actually on top of it. And it slams into the ship, and both of you. Let me see if it actually hits both of you. It is going to hit the ship.
So we wake up because we fall out of bed?
It doesn't rock the ship because it is pure fire.
Okay.
However, someone will be coming to bang on your door and tell you that a giant fireball is attacking the ship at the end of the round. All right. That is going to be hits against each of you. All right. Where are my other dice? There we go. All right. 28 points of damage, Ockar and Braxon,
Lovely.
and 3 hull points of damage to the ship.
Do I get a chance to stab it when it's coming in?
Nope.
Three,
Next round.
Good.
three,
I
hull.
keep hating the fact that we don't get prepared attacks.
Hang
Nope.
on,
It
let me bring this up.
encourage like it. There are times when winning initiative is good, and there are times when winning initiative is not good.
Right, I've done the
I
damage
still think
on
that's
the
the
ship.
design flaw, but whatever.
All right. So Solas and Finn, someone will be also banging on your doors to inform you that a giant fireball is attacking the ship as well.
Well, I would be in the library instead of my cabin since I'm awake.
Right. Well, that would be when they're where they'd be banging on the door. All right.
Do we have to roll anything because we're being hit by a giant fireball?
So it is not moving, and I will let you know what happens next round.
Right, I guess Braxon will try not to have his axe melt, but there we go. This thing's probably got too many hit points.
Oh yeah, we're rolling initiative again?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're close enough that you can't throw the axe, Braxon. You'd have to wield it one-handed.
All right.
In melee. So you can switch to a different weapon if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
So can people come running around?
Oh,
sorry, hold on.
Yes.
Braxon, what?
I know what I want.
Okay. Leva, what were you asking?
Whether we can come around now?
Yeah, you can roll initiative for this round.
Okay.
What initiative do I do for using the wand of fire extinguishing?
If you don't have anything special written, then it should be 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a 3 there. What roll did I get? Because I've got to adjust it. Or should I just roll again?
No, you
there's
got
a
2.
6 there.
So it's 5. Set yourself to 5.
Right.
Okay. So Braxon, you're up first. You pull out the wand of flame extinguishing.
Yeah, and I think there was I can't remember if there's a magic word, but Braxon would remember.
Yeah.
And he'll point at the thing, and it apparently does 66 damage.
All right.
Well, I think I've got to make an attack roll.
I believe so. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
I've got +0, so I guess I'll just roll. I've got Sacco written down as 10 on it.
All right. Let me see if that is a hit. That is indeed a hit. All right, so go ahead and roll 66.
I don't know how many charges this thing has.
You'll know when it dies.
I will, won't I? No, I think it will be.
You might want to step away from it now.
Says the man that's actually sitting on its tail.
I plan to get away.
All right. Let's see. So
You almost give same amount of damage back to it that it gave to you.
Yeah, almost.
no,
I think it probably has more hit points.
All right, Solas, your turn.
Solas would run up to there, staying in the doorway,
Okay.
scanning
Alright.
the situation.
Finn, your turn.
Will Braxton also have time to call into the speaking tube?
No, not because you're speaking to the command word of the wand,
Right. Cool.
and you'd have to actually like go to the speaking tube and grab it and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So, on hearing it's a giant fireball, Finn will cast protection from fire before he leaves his cabin
Okay,
on himself.
I figured. I mean, maybe you want to put it on your plants. I don't know. No, just kidding. All right, Leva, your turn.
Leva will go up to have a look and sort of prudently stand behind Solas. Can she
Okay.
still see it? I guess it's big enough.
Yeah, it's big and it's fiery. You can definitely see a big fiery thing outside the door,
All right.
and you can
That will
feel
do
the
it.
waves of heat.
Okay.
All right, Ockar.
I'm gonna step back to there,
Okay.
so I'm not inside of it, and I'm going to attack it with my magic long spear.
Okay.
So that would be attack it was 7.
That is a hit.
Damn, I can only miss on 1. It's a +3 weapon if that matters for anything.
It might. All right, 11 points of damage.
Do I have to roll a 9 saving throw?
No, you don't.
Nice.
Okay. Now I need a saving throw versus breath from both you, Ockar, and Braxon.
I would like to use my reroll.
Okay.
I guess I have to use one of my rerolls.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I know.
Yes. Okay, I succeeded.
Okay.
How big is that thing?
It's about 30 feet in diameter.
And okay.
I got situational modifier. I'll just roll it anyway.
What is the situational modifier for?
Just says 0. I don't know. Lever made this.
Okay.
It always offers that, and automatically gives
so
it a 0.
Oh, if it's asking for a modifier, yeah, okay, then that would just be asking if there's any current modifiers.
So I've used a reroll, so I don't bother rolling it twice, do
I? If you're happy with that one.
If I'm happy with that one.
Yeah.
Well, it says that's success.
All right. I mean, you can always roll a second one just to see if you want, but it's up to you. All right.
Yeah.
So both of you do manage to leap back from the flames, but it is still burning the ship. And that is going to be... Should have done a reroll for this one. 1 point of damage for the ship. And what does your ship save as?
The ship. Come on. I got the carrot sheet up. The ship saves as wood, thick wood.
Thick wood. All right. So Braxon, give me a d20 for the ship.
It says save versus magical fire 7.
It's actually normal fire.
Right.
So 5.
Okay.
Yep.
You gotta get above a 5.
Right.
Or exactly a 5. That
Or a
works too.
5. That works too. All right.
Okay.
All right. So next round. Actually, anyone getting a second attack?
Not until next
Well,
round.
Okay.
Braxon won't get a second attack, but can he yell anything instead of having a second attack?
I mean, you can yell something. What do you want to yell?
Get Helm to back off.
It's like
It's attached
right
to the
on.
ship.
I mean, it's not exactly attached to the ship, but if the ship moves, it's moving with it because it's like resting on the ship. Just like
Right.
if the ship moves back, it's
Okay.
not like you stay in position kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you would recognize that is going on. All right.
Okay.
So next round initiative.
Big flamey thing. Right.
Of course.
Can I actually
Leva is
get
still
there?
tired.
Hold on a second. What Finn?
Can I actually get there and attack, or
You can only get
could
there.
I just be running? Okay, so that changes what I get for initiative then.
That's for the wand.
All right.
I might be able to roll that line.
Anyone
might
else
be able
need
to roll that
to?
line.
I'm sorry.
Might be able to roll the line in. I put the wand on the weapon sheet, so I might be able to roll that. I'll do that next time.
It's up to you. All right. Anyone still need to roll? Okay. All right. Finn, you were up first.
Okay, so just running up onto the deck.
All right, and that gives you the ability to position where you want to be and everything like that.
Yep. I think I'll go over here.
Okay. All right, Braxon, your turn.
Braxton's going to use the wand of fire extinguishing again. Or
Okay.
attempt to. Let's see if.
That's a hit.
$66.
Hey, same number again. Nice.
Braxton to back off if he can.
You can, but you're still really close to it, and it's like, unless you're going into the ship, you're still going to be within like at risk from it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ockar, your turn.
I think.
I will stab at it with my spear.
So you can reposition Braxton if you want.
Yeah, Braxton to go here. So he's in the doorway.
Okay.
I know it 2 hits.
Yep, that is a hit. $17 points of damage. All right. All right, Leva.
Leva casts Great Medicine on it.
Okay. There's no save for that, right?
Nope.
Okay, is it just
And
a general?
it's no special one. It's it's the normal one with a -2 penalty on the saving throws.
Okay. Solas, your turn.
Solas yells quick duck before targeting cone of ice, cone of cold on the giant fireball. Trying not to hit the fighters in front of him.
Okay. You're going to hit both of them.
It's the danger.
There's
of the
no way
situation.
to avoid that. All right. So saving throw versus spell for both Ockar and Braxon.
Okay. I suppose it might neutralize the burning damage.
And give a frost burning damage.
So this is versus spell?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll
Yeah.
spend a reroll again just in case.
That might be a good idea.
Armor
I'm not
does
using
give you
reroll
a
this time.
bonus.
Well, I failed.
Oh,
Heal with my armor bonus.
All right, so a success from Braxon. Okay, go ahead and roll damage there.
Oof.
I'm dead. I'm
Uh,
dead.
You take half damage, Ockar, because you are, like, he is trying to avoid you, and he's casting it through a doorway, So there is a you are partially protected against it. So 20 points of damage.
I'm at 4.
Well, I think I know what you're going to do next round, right?
Yeah, unless this thing kills me.
So 41 points of damage. Let me see if it makes it save. Malizan, that just apply the so that's a -2, right, Leva?
Correct.
All right,
Yes.
so it's getting a -2 to its save.
Mm-hmm.
What number do I need? All right. Okay. It does make a save. That is not good enough. This frosty, icy blast of cold shoots out of the doorway, catching Ockar partly in its chilling cone, but blasting the this fiery ball head on, which freezes it out. And there is like a burst of flame, but not enough to injure you guys, as it is completely extinguished into nothingness, leaving burn marks across the hull.
Well, that dealt with it.
It did deal with it. It did deal with it.
Oh, it did get it. That's
It did
good.
deal with it, yeah.
I was just about to say,
it
what do I? Would I
I
have
mean,
to
it
roll
was
to?
41 points of damage.
Well, it did save.
Yeah, well,
It actually
because-
made it save, so.
Well, yeah.
And I wanted to use Leva wanted to use her ice bolt for the first time. Psh.
I felt the icy grasp of hell on my heart for a second there.
Yeah, yeah.
I was about to say, what do I have to roll to grab hold of Ockar, unlike fling him over me inside the ship?
Well, the problem is that you would have had to do that next round, so.
Yeah, I know.
So Finn is going to take one look at Ockar and cast a Cure Critical on him.
Okay.
So has this thing gone cold, or is it?
It is completely extinguished. It's gone. There's nothing remaining of it. It was pure fire.
Right. Oh, so there's not like a lump of coal on the deck or
Nope.
anything?
Well, that deals with the frostbite.
Yeah, Solas will also heal Ockar. And give him a pat on the back. Well done.
I guess I'll use both of my uses of Cure Light Wounds because why not? That's just, what, the 8+1 or something?
1d8 each.
Braxon's gonna call for some space hands to come and put some cold water on the catapult to stop it from being totally destroyed. Hopefully.
Yeah, so it's going to be out of commission for a day as it gets repaired.
Mending isn't good enough in this case.
No, because it's like so much is singed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let me see something. I need to check something.
I will cast another Cure Moderate on Ockar.
Okay.
I roll really well for the Cone of Cold, but really bad for the healing today.
Yep.
If all didn't fudge things with the doorway, I would be dead.
Yeah.
That was one angry space comma. Hopefully we won't be attacked by a space exclamation mark next time.
Ald, I have a question.
Yes, Finn.
If I've memorized a spell, can I cast its reverse, or do I have to specifically memorize the reverse?
Generally, you have to memorize the reverse.
Okay.
There's a couple that, like Endure Heat, Endure Cold, you can choose at the time of casting, but for the vast majority, like Enlarge,
I was looking at Produce Fire just to put out any residual fire.
No, that is one that you'd have to memorize the reverse. The ship made its saving throw, so it is not actually on fire, but it is heavily damaged. Well, I suppose not exactly heavily damaged. But I'm checking something, and...
It's stuffed up our paint job.
Ockar, you're wearing that Ring of Free Action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
One more cure moderate for Ockar. I am rolling this badly for healing spells. And one cure moderate for Braxon.
Oh, thank you. How many points?
6.
Thank you.
All right, I sent you a message, Ockar.
Guess I will use my cure lights to top them all off.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna look at the ring on my finger and just kind of like hold it up to my eye or listen to it, see if I can figure out what's going on with it.
That 6 is for you, Ockar.
Nice.
You can't see any. You can't see or hear any change.
1 is for Braxon.
Guys, my ring is pulsing for some reason.
Pulsing.
Which ring?
I'm gonna hold up my hand that has the ring of free action on it.
That 8 is also for Braxon.
So, did you say before 1 for Braxon and then 8?
Yeah, the 1 and the 8 are the 2 rolls that I rolled for Braxon.
Okay, thank you very
What
much.
does your ring of reaction actually do?
It makes it so I can't be targeted by hold person spells or other spell-like effects that would hinder my movement or increase my movement.
So,
Come with me to the library and let's use the slate for the ring.
Okay.
Okay.
Braxon
Okay,
says,
wait a minute.
I'll stay here till you get back.
All right. So you go to the library and put the ring on the slate.
Mm-hmm.
The slate does not reveal any information about it.
Any new information?
It doesn't reveal any
Or
information
at all? Oh. This is quite interesting.
Ockar, have you had this ring identified?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Properly identified?
Yes.
With the extended identification?
Well, maybe not that far, but I know that we figured out it was a ring of free action a long time ago, and it worked exactly like one.
Why don't we identify it with the special identification?
Bubka's improved.
Yes.
Okay, if you're willing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will have to be tomorrow. It will have to be tomorrow, but I'm prepared to. Let me see how many pills I still got.
Since Braxon is still injured, I will cast one more Cure Light Wound on him at some point.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them, so I'm prepared to give you one. So,
Okay.
You know that it uses the 250 gold ones. So I'll give you one.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on it to see if it's still pulsing by tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. But let's do the identification anyway.
By now it has
You ha-
stopped pulsing.
Thanks for the healing.
It'll stop pulsing, but we still need to check it, I imagine.
Yes, I
Better
agree.
play it safely, though. Of course, if it had some kind of curse, the identification would not reveal that.
But it's worked
No.
exactly like a ring of free action should up till now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well,
So on the next day, you want to cast that identification?
Yes, but
Hey, I have a
Um,
quick question.
Yes, Finn.
Protection from fire doesn't have an actual ending. It just says invulnerability lasts until spells absorb 12 points of heat or fire damage per level.
So it'll have 24 hours of duration.
Okay. That works.
Which is good. Like, I mean, that is something that
mm-hmm.
if you know that if you strongly suspect that sometime in the next day you're going to be dealing with some fire, it doesn't hurt casting it. But this also means that you can have fun around the ship,
Right.
like stick your hand, like, boy, my hands are just kind of cold. Go into the kitchen, stick them right into the fire.
Or into a pot of boiling water.
Yeah. Well, it probably wouldn't do that because it doesn't protect against exactly heat. I don't think it protects against
it does.
fire. Oh, it does? Fire or heat?
Lasts until the spell has absorbed 12 points of heat or fire damage
I
per
guess
level of the caster.
Yeah, all right, fair
I
enough.
guess if that didn't pop after 24 hours, you just cast one on everyone.
Well,
Well, if I cast on someone else, it works differently.
Yeah.
I see.
But yeah, so that was like one of the reasons why they changed those to like that and invisibility and stone skin. All those expire after 24 hours is because, yeah, it would be a common tactic to, oh, we're back in town. We're gonna go adventuring in a week. Let's just cast stone skin on everyone in the party.
You'd have like a city of people with stone
Well,
skin on
not
them.
a city, but you know,
With
the
one
entire
wizard.
party. The entire party, yeah,
Yeah.
would then like their first foray into a dungeon after having their a break back in town. Everyone would have stone skin on them,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a little ridiculous.
So Finn will have fun walking around extinguishing lanterns and anything like that with his hands.
That's also exactly why in later editions they said invisibility and all those other effects that used last a day are now 10 minutes per level.
Oh, huh. Well, that's like a day is fine in that because like it's still. You're not going to be able to cast it and get your spells back, but it is the kind of thing of you can still cast it the day that you go adventuring into the dungeon, but you haven't had the ability to cast one each day and get your spell back kind of thing. And then you go into the dungeon with a completely
Also,
new
even
slot.
if it lasts for a day, it does break up if you do anything hostile.
Wait, I'm wrong. Invisibility lasts for a minute per level, and greater invisibility 1 round per level.
What? Jeez. Wow. All right. Well.
That's really stingy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
I'm going back to second edition.
They don't want people to crouch in a corner invisibly for an entire day waiting for their prey.
I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, if they want to waste a day for a character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So what does the identification bring?
Well, let's head back to the sphere chart first because that was on the 4th day. So you need to move your ship.
Okay.
To the next block.
Yeah.
And then we'll handle that during the 4 days.
The 5th day would be 2nd day for my paper making.
Okay.
Let me just get rid of the sheets I got in the way. And get rid of this die. Okay, there we go.
Okay. All right. So the next day, Bubka's superior identification. What is your chance of success with that?
Oh, just a second. Oops. Sorry about that.
Does that slate do charges on wands?
No, it does command words.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
So one basic magical property of the item is always revealed. And the second magical property might be revealed.
Yeah, I just need the percentage calculation.
I only see that for the charges.
All right, hold on a second. I'll look at the spell.
No.
Oh, I forgot to roll a Wild Surge check for your Greater Malison anyway. All right. I should do that for this one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
there's only percentages for the second magical property.
Yeah, I just
3 per intelligence point plus 3 per level
Mm-hmm.
to maximum of 95.
So 5% chance of failing.
okay. So
So level variation would affect this chance, I think.
yes, it would. That is going to be okay. You have a 102% chance right now. Drop down to 95. All right, so 95% chance. Okay, so you cast Bubka's Superior Identification on that. First of all, you learn that that is not actually a ring of free action. You learn that that is actually a ring of para-elemental command
Wow.
that
What?
grants
What's that?
free action as an ability.
Okay. What's the actual ring do?
So it reveals that this particular ring has control over, or grants control and influence over smoke para-elementals. Should you encounter one.
Would that have affected the fireball?
No.
It's fire, not smoke.
Yeah, it's smoke para-elementals, an elemental from the para-elemental plane of smoke.
Okay.
Then
Let's see.
I'm curious why it started pulsing near the fireball.
So you may recall back that Higamus had a ring that did a thing until something triggered a change in it.
Yeah.
So something triggered a
So
change in this ring. It was a ring of free action until something happened that triggered the change.
I guess getting hit by the plasmoid did it. Or not plasmoid, blazoid?
Blazozoid, yeah. So let's see. You also learn, perhaps, yes, that once a day you can create a wall of fire. That twice a day you can create pyrotechnics.
Give me a second. So, I'm finding once a day wildfire. Okay.
And twice a day pyrotechnics.
Okay.
And once a week, incendiary cloud.
Okay.
Once a week, smoke screen.
What a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, and you thought it's just a ring of free action.
It was!
Well, it was
Right.
until recently.
Further, it allows you to converse with elementals or elemental creatures from the para-elemental plane of smoke. The ring will also grant you some degree of protection from such creatures, and you can attempt to charm a para-elemental from the plane of smoke. And finally, you do suffer a -2 penalty to saving throws versus breath weapons or wind or gas-based magics while you're wearing it.
The breath weapons and wind or gas-based things?
Yeah, breath weapons, wind or gas-based attacks.
Okay.
And as a note, you can only use one ability of the ring per round. So if you use the ring to create a wall of fire, the free action is not active that round. You do not need to reactivate free action, but free action is like it's always on unless you're using one of the other powers.
Okay. This is really cool. Just, I wish I didn't have that penalty. That kind of ruins it.
It doesn't ruin it. It's just
It's balancing a
yeah.
bit.
It's a downside, a drawback to all these other powers.
You basically gain the weakness of para-elemental of smoke.
So, just so you're aware, the initiative modifier for the ring is +5. So if you're going to use any of those powers, it is a +5 to your initiative. And the ring, for the purposes of all those spells, functions at 12th level.
That's a really powerful ring.
Very nice.
It's good,
Yeah.
and it's been waiting for a condition to trigger, just like Higgamis's was.
Braxon's sorry he didn't bring his mug out. It might have improved the mug.
Oh, good thing we identified it properly.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
So
Nice bit of,
it would have identified with Bubka's superior identification as just a ring of free action until the trigger.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, Solas congratulates Ockar on having an even better ring than previously thought.
Do I need like command words to use the other abilities, or is it just like thought?
It's just active will.
Okay.
Huh?
It does give you quite a lot of more versatility.
Leva is not
I have
envious at all.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Does the wall of fire, is it wizard wall of fire or priest wall of fire? Because they're kind of different.
Wizard.
Okay. Because I think the priest one's slightly more powerful.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So anything that you're going to be doing the rest of the 4 days? Ockar?
I guess I'll try out. No. I will try out the abilities, but yeah, I don't want to burn down the ship by accident.
Might be a good idea.
Like, should I try out pyrotechnics just to see how it works? And it's like, no, I might light the ship on fire.
Pyrotechnics actually, like, one of the things that it can do is just make a lot of smoke, so.
I guess I'll test the ring out by making smoke with pyrotechnics, since I can do that twice per day.
Okay.
On one of the days, and then the other days I'm just doing my normal duties.
Yeah.
You could also put on quite the fireworks display.
Exactly.
I might do that too.
Entertain the crew when we have a boring long trip.
Just trying to get a feel for the new ring without using anything that could kill us all by accident or waste an entire week not being able to use it again.
But yeah, you might want to hold off on using some of the things.
You said it's
yeah.
Works as 12th level ring
Yes.
or spell.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Does the pyrotechnics ability need a fire source like the
Yeah.
spell does?
It does. Like that's not strictly a material component kind of thing. That is like it needs to modify something that exists, sort of thing. So.
It works like the wizard pyrotechnics instead of priest, right?
Yeah.
It's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, some of those don't have a big difference.
The biggest difference is that the priest version does 4d4 plus 1 point per level, and the wizard version does 2d6 plus 1 point per level. So at max there's 4-point difference.
For pyrotechnics?
For a wall of fire.
Oh, wall of fire, right.
So it's not that big of a difference. Wizard version is also 4th level compared to priest version that is 5th level spell.
Yeah. Well, I think
the
priest version also does double damage to undead.
It is fun that this gives me an 8th level wizard spell on command.
Wizard version also does double damage to undead.
Oh, okay. Sorry, what were you saying, Ockar?
It is fun it gives me an 8th level wizard spell on command with Incendiary Cloud.
Yeah.
It's quite potent ring. It's not like Solas is jealous of it.
Sadly, I can't give you the ring because of my paladin stuff.
And it's already yours, so I would want to find my own.
If it wasn't for the paladin restriction, I would give it to you or Leva.
So
I would still want Ockar to have it.
So, you spellcasters who saw Higamus's ring in action would kind of recognize that there's a number of rings of these sorts out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because his was the ice one, wasn't it?
Yeah, water specifically. He had a ring of water elemental command.
I mean, there's always chance that pretty much any magic item might have something like that extra hidden in them.
You could always try to make one too.
Mm-hmm.
I
also high enough level.
Planning on learning enchant item.
I can't remember when we got the ring of free action. It was either Rattle or I bought it.
You did not buy this. You did not buy this. It was Radel.
It was before I joined, I think.
Okay, so we got it on Rattle from the jar of rings that were flying around.
Yeah, boy, you might be able to piece together what all those other rings were now.
Well, what I imagine is that they were all rings of the different elemental planes.
Yeah. Yep.
We only got like 2 rings from that, I believe.
Yeah, Sinray got the other one.
And he's not around anymore.
Nope.
Does this mean that any fireball would cost this, or just a particularly deadly one?
It was actually cold or wintry weather, including spells that do something of that effect. That's what.
So it was the cone of cold that activated it.
Yep.
Oh, I had not been hit by any cold spells up till now. That's fun.
And it's not any cold spell. It was specific kinds of.
Great.
So, for example, dropping wall of ice on you would not have activated it.
Right.
But getting nearly killed if I got a cold dead. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a nice ring out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not all bad.
I'm not complaining. I just found it interesting.
But yeah, while it's good idea to protect that enemies don't get into the wizards and attacking them, it might not also be good idea to not stand exactly directly in front of them if you are fighting against a large enemy.
I was trying to make sure it didn't spread over to you.
Did Solas actually say that?
No, that was player saying it.
Okay. Like literally, you shot a spell in the back of his head, and you're saying it's his fault.
I'm just saying that quite a few of the powerful spells are cones or lines that need clear way.
But the problem is that I'm also the one that's making sure that the big thing that hits you doesn't get to you.
Yeah, but it's a question of position. You might have been able to do that if you were 5 foot to the other side.
Yes, but keep in mind again, like any gaps that that are between an enemy and a spellcaster can potentially be exploited by the enemy to get to the spellcaster. So keep that in mind. There have been times. There have been times when the frontline fighters left enough space for enemies to get back to the spellcasters, in part because of complaints about the spellcasters about not having clear lines of fire to the enemies. So I'm just saying, trade-offs.
Yeah, it's trade-off and it's dependent on the size of the enemy, of course.
Leva once cast a spell on us so that she could cast a fireball without burning us.
Yeah, but that spell wouldn't work on a Cone of Gold.
Well, that's because you're not as good a spellcaster as her.
No, it wouldn't just work Cone of Gold since it wouldn't protect against the primary function of the spell.
He knows. He understands.
You also forgot to tell Ockar to duck.
No, Solas specifically yelled duck before starting to cast.
I didn't hear it.
He did, but he did that on his turn.
Fair enough. So it had no game effect.
Right.
Other than we know that we're going to die.
All right, so let's see. Leva, you get back to researching. Let me see if there's a time on Buka's. Let's see. Casting time 5 rounds, duration 1 round per level, and
I suppose that's where the saving throw kicks in.
okay. Since you only cast 1, you are fine. You do not lose a day of research.
Whew. Okay. Thank you.
Good stuff. How much more research have you got to do? Because if it's like a day, we can wait.
Well, she's got 4 more days now in that.
Yeah.
To her total. And we do have a Lafdul joining us.
Oh, hey, sorry, I overslept.
It's okay. It happens.
I woke up at like 2 o'clock, like 4 hours ago, and I was like, sorry, I got plenty of time. Went back to sleep. I woke up, it's 6:10. It's like, oh my god, where's the time go?
It happens.
I have a question. Did you dream a custom user title for yourself?
No, I did not. I have to think of one.
I have a question. Do you have did you have title ready, or do you have to make it on the fly?
Yeah, I have to think of something appropriate.
I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be something sleep related in it. All right. So Leva gets some more research. Solas, you were working on your
new spell book.
Okay.
Yeah. I started on the 4th day on the trip.
Okay. Finn, are you gonna be working on anything?
Nothing in particular. Helping where needed.
Okay. Lafdul, after missing out on the fight with the giant intelligent comet, what are you working on?
Oh,
I mean, you didn't get hit by a cone of cold, so you know.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's fine. I would have regenerated from cold, so.
It was great. Ockar got a new and more powerful ring out of it.
There's no real time because we're really close to that place we're heading to. There's no real time to do this, but I'm just checking the gems, see if we've got any gems to kill someone.
Well, after what Ockar just said, Leva turns around to Solas and says, "Hey, Solas, that does not mean that you now have free free hand in trying to kill all of us, just for the case that maybe one or two of the rings may display more properties than what they have now.
I will point
You
out.
just keep your tendency to kill us to yourself. How about that?
I will point out that that was player saying, not Solas saying. Solas, while he is happy Ockar got new ring, he is also sorry about having that Ockar got hurt so badly.
Oh, yeah,
That sort
it's
of
always...
didn't come across at all, you know.
I mean, he did cast multiple healing spells on him.
That's true.
You should expect that. After all, he's a good healer.
Yeah, it's not the first time Solas has almost tried to kill the party. You know, he's
Exactly.
ulterior motives. It's always half-elves.
He did, however, get all his spells, and we noted that this must have been because Lafdul wasn't there to
I helped
influence this, to influence the die, to put it nicely.
Huh.
All right. Anyone else have anything that they want to work on in those 4 days?
Yeah, Braxon wants to scratch the charcoal off the front of the ship.
You need to replace the board, the planking.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Like that's that's
sorry.
heavily damaged. Sorry, yes.
I take it a mending spell won't fix that.
No.
You can just scrape wood and new wood or something. I'm gonna do more gem can.
How much? What's that? 1 whole point's worth of wood, or what?
How much damage did the ship take?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, it took about.
It heals 1 to 2.
No, I did write it down. It
took 4.
It took 4, yeah.
Well, I do have a ship wood memorized at the moment, so I can cast 1 at the very least.
Yeah.
Well, you got 4 days, so you can rememorize.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know. I've
Finn
only just woken up.
Finn can do 1 as well.
Oh, that solves that then.
And well, I think Finn is the guaranteed 2 now.
Oh yeah, you're level 10, aren't you?
Yep.
I am not quite level 10, so I still need to roll. You got 2 for me.
All right, so that and Finn's spell will get you back to full. That does, of course, use up 4 hull points of wood.
4 hull points. Yeah.
Old.
Yep.
Question about commune.
Yeah.
Since I've used it previously to gain insight on researching Focal Stone, but haven't had the time and the resources yet to do it, can I do another commune for another spell and not lose the first insight?
I'm going to say no.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Because it is supposed to be part of the process of researching rather than just like knock out communes and then go do the research later.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
All right.
Okay, so we've got 42 whole points of wood.
I mean, you can always do commune to learn other things.
Yeah, but I don't have
That's
specific things.
That's fair enough. All right. You want to? You guys ready to move to the next block?
Just making a note. It's 4 days to be moved, right?
Yeah. Well, we've actually moved 8 total. If you want to.
Well, how many days was available that I would have done gem kissing for?
This is going to be 12, I believe.
Yeah, you're about to move into 12, so.
Alright, there's only 21 gems to cut anyway, so. But...
Right. Actually, I have one thing I would like to clarify.
Yeah?
The commune that Lafdul cast previously to ask these questions, and it he had the question about Levas. Was it that is there information about Leva's background here? I have few questions I could actually thought that I could ask about that.
Yeah, she could possibly find information here. That was the response I got.
Since I would specifically ask if there's a family of Leva here.
Well, she hasn't forgotten.
Well, that would narrow it down.
So I could use commune for that. Specifically use all the questions for Leva's benefit. If that's okay.
Are you asking me if that's okay?
You and Leva.
I mean, the answer from me is like you can ask whatever you want.
So would Leva
whether you get a response is going to be up to the power that you ask.
Mm-hmm.
Would Leva agree to that?
Would she want more information?
She's always grateful
With this
for more
spell.
information.
So,
What's the spell? What's the spell?
Commune, it's a priest spell.
What does it do?
Contact basically the plane of my deity and ask questions. Questions that the entity, the deity or his or their agent will give.
Wouldn't it? Well, now talking as the player, wouldn't it make more sense to spend those questions for the group? I mean, yes, it's nice to do it for Leva, but Leva in the end is just one of many, and I think asking questions like how can we get there, and do we have real problems to face, and do we all survive and stuff like that is more important than Leva looking at finding information about family.
Answers we get are quite short. So it's best used basically for confirmations and such. So intel we could gain from it is limited.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if you get that question, is your family here? You could narrow it down to is her sister here? Is her mother here? Is her father here? Because they were the three people that we know of.
Or ask what planet they might live, like planet by planet.
Note also that you can't commune too often because it does like you are literally asking your god questions, and that can be annoying. So
yeah, it's less than once per month is usually the recommendation.
But also, you may you do need to use holy water, incense, and you may need to if you want to butter them up, then you may need to perform a requisite sacrifice or something like that.
What's the spell called?
Commune.
Commune. It's 5th level cleric spell.
I'm actually curious as to what kind of sacrifice Ogma would want.
Spell scroll, probably. Knowledge that Solas would like. That would be important to him. That was just a guess, I don't know.
Sacrifice is also proportionate with the difficulty of obtaining the information required.
I will come back to say that it would make more sense to do it for the group. Maybe 1 or 2 questions. I don't know how many questions you can ask, but maybe 1 or 2 questions for Leva. Yes, she'll be very grateful for it. But having a whole session for that, I think rather not. It's. I mean, you can ask all the questions I brought up that could be asked for the group. They don't necessitate having long answers. In fact, quite a few of them would only need yes or no answers. Will we survive? Yes.
The entity can also answer as I don't know, since it's not something that they might know. They are not omniscient.
Yes, then.
And for the question, will we survive? Quite a lot of would rely on how we do things.
I'm reminded.
In
12
the end,
days.
sorry.
No, you go.
You were first.
Well, I was just gonna comment on this, on a funny story about that spell, but now you got a more important thing.
I don't actually have much to add. In the end, it's your spell. You ask the questions that you want to ask, but that's what I thought. That's what I think. I said what I think.
I mean, it's up to you,
Well,
Solas. I mean, like you can ask any question about Leva that you
Mhm.
want. Like it's your spell, so.
yeah. Yeah, but I want to give it the option of her coming up with her own questions if she wants to find out more about where she might find information about her background in here.
I mean, there's also an element of like you can't act on it right now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, is now the best time? Would it be better to
Uh,
wait until you're in a position to do something about any information that you gain?
I'm not saying that
No, I
I
know.
have
I'm
to
just
cast it
saying.
now, but
Like that's something to consider.
Mhm.
But it's up to you. Do you want to cast it or don't you?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm mostly giving this idea to for Leva to think about questions she might have, and if other party members have specific questions they might want.
Okay, I would say that some of that stuff is best left to in between sessions, so that you can come into a
Yeah.
session and be like, all right, we talked about this. This is what I'm going to do, and that way we're not spending in-game time talking about it, and debating it, and thinking of questions.
Yeah, it was just that I came up with the idea just now.
No, that's fine. I mean, but you can also make a note of it for yourself and then ask after the game. Keep that in mind. All right. All right. So, Lafdul, you were going to be doing some gem cutting. You had 21 that you wanted to do.
Yeah, it was just amber pieces.
Okay. So we'll have enough time. We'll do that
Yeah, I'll be
handle that
out
after the session. So.
Only 21. I should have more than enough time to cover.
How many days we've traveled now?
This has been 12 days.
12 days, so I'm...
Did we go for a pay period? So I was just tracking things based on pay periods also.
Let me check. Hold on a second.
Oh no, it was 2 weeks. I think we were right in the middle.
12 days. 12 days will hit it. Exactly.
12 more.
No. The 12th day is a new pay period.
Sorry.
So yeah, you can make a note of that the crew need to be paid, and anything else that you guys are due that coincides with that, you can go ahead and do.
No, I'm losing time on my trucing things, but it's just so much easier for me to just keep track of it from pay periods. So.
That's fine.
So not this month. Next month I'll start knocking down every month I need for them.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Oh, it means we got more good berries.
Yeah. Do you and Finn want to do that?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, Finn can join in too.
I'm just trying to remember what the thing is.
When the various spellcasters are between doing other things, Braxton's gonna go around and ask them if they've heard of any wards we can put on the ship to stop it catching fire.
I'm having a mind blank. 12d4.
2d4 per spell.
Yeah, 6 spells, so it's 12d4. Yeah. Why am I brain fogging?
You did wake up, so.
I would put on my second level spells so I'm marking them off in case I get into another fight.
Alright.
Oh, that's nice and easy. Leila. lasts. Well, mine lasts 10 days. I think yours is a bit more.
We've only got another 4
let me go look
days.
that up.
Oh no,
Their level.
another 8 days before we hit the port.
I mean, like again,
It can be used for food.
right. So
So-
at the end of the duration, just say add it into the food if they don't get used for other things.
Yeah, mine is 11 days.
Actually, what I'll say, let me say this.
Braxton still
No,
had
no,
a bit
never
of
mind.
healing to do.
You'll be healed up by the time you get to Hesperus, unless something happens in the meantime.
Oh, okay. He could have a good berry sandwich.
All
A
right.
single good berry.
So you can go ahead and move to the next block.
Okay. Almost there.
All right. So 4 more days have passed.
So we are on the 16th day.
Yep. And Leva, how much time left do you need to research?
So I have 4 + 4. I mean, 8 days since we started the session, which is 63. 7 more days.
No, it's 16 days since we started the session.
Oh, where did I miss those? 16, 55, 65. So I'm over. I finished yesterday.
Okay.
Well, you make your.
That's when you make your first check.
Yes, it's I was at 55 when we started, so now with plus 16, it's 71.
All right.
Oof. Lafdul, go away.
Lafdul's not been in the library. He's been in his room jam cutting or something.
You do have 5 rerolls.
Yes, I was going to, I was too late. I missed it.
I this time I will let you do that because it is a kind of a critical thing to get this done.
So I was going. In fact, I wrote down that
That you
could
wanted to
show
use a
it to you.
reroll. Yeah, yeah.
I
You
wrote
were
down-
excited. It's okay because I knew you would want to use a reroll. So I'll let you
thank
go use another one. Use one.
Oh yes. Do a roll 100. How about D100?
I think
Mm.
11 is going to
Oh,
be
wow.
it.
First week.
I'll take that one if I.
All right, so that is a success. You do get the Wall of Force spell. Go ahead and roll for the number of pages.
Yes. See, I prepared everything. It's just. Nice.
Okay, 6 pages.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so
Thank
you
you.
are now the proud owner of the Wall of Force spell.
Yes, that's nice. She probably runs around using it everywhere now.
Yeah, except it requires like diamond dust or something, doesn't it?
Just a moment. I need to enter the number of pages, otherwise I'll never know it again.
That's fine.
Okay. Wall of Force.
Powder diamond, yes, 5,000 GP.
Yeah, 5,000.
So I don't think you'll be running around casting it everywhere.
It is literally an emergency. Oh, I don't want that thing to kill me.
Yeah.
Powdered diamond. Okay.
I find it funny
What level
that
spell was the Wall of Force?
5th.
Hmm?
It's 5th level.
5th level spell. Okay.
I find it funny how in this edition it's powder diamond, but in later editions it's powdered quartz.
That's again because it's like make it be more generous. Allow the caster to use it
I mean,
frequently rather than as an absolute emergency.
James, in later editions, raised dead is just 50 gold piece diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
rather than
they
years of
nerf.
your life and costing a point of Constitution.
Difference between AD&D.
But it is very good. It's a good spell.
You can make it permanent with a permanent scroll or spell.
Yeah, just sacrifice a point of Constitution.
Didn't you have also Wall of Force on the wand?
Yes.
Do you
That's what
know
gave-
exactly every spell that is on that wand?
Let me have a look.
Since I might at some point start maybe able to recharge that wand for you.
Wand of Force. It can produce a multitude of force-based effects. Like it can do a wall of force. It can do a sword-like field of force, and
I don't see a cost on Raised Dead.
and a hand-like force.
At least not mentioned in the spell description.
So you'd need either, I'd have to double check, but Mordenkainen's sword is 7th level, so you'd need that.
Okay.
Or the Big B's hand spell that is appropriate, depending on what the level is. I'd have to look to see.
Okay.
I do not remember what level that one is in particular.
Then recharging it is quite a long ways off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it has... I haven't actually used it that much, but it has not that many charges. It has a moderate amount of charges.
We need a spell that tells us the charges in once.
Bubka's
be
superior
nice.
identifier does do it, but it's not precise.
Oh, is there an actual precise spell?
I don't think so. Because again, part of the thing is that you just use them, and when
Keep
they
it
use
high
up,
and
like I
work
mean,
out.
you guys have gotten quite a few wands, so you know.
Mhm.
You know.
We should we should check the tablet to see whether it's actually finished identifying stuff, or whether it's just this one ring that it couldn't identify.
Actually, hold on a second.
I don't think my ring ever got activated. The one from Rhaegar. I think I would have noticed it. You said it glows or something, because like Higamus has glowed. His Ockar, I assume, glowed at some point. Or
His
something.
was pulsing. Actually, so the wand force, you need to be a wizard of 16th level or higher to recharge it. So you know.
Yeah.
16th level. What level spells are they? They 8th.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that you necessarily need to cast those spells, but you need to be that level to.
Yeah.
Find the one
Marshal,
wizard of the sphere.
The powers. All right. Ockar, you had a question?
No?
Oh, I thought you were asking about Raised Dead or something.
Oh no, I was looking at the spell description. I noticed it didn't list any cost on there. I guess that was just something in the DMG or something.
No, so there is actually no cost in 2nd edition in terms of like monetary or material component, but someone is brought back with 1 hit point, they need like a week's worth of rest, and they lose a point of Constitution. So those are the costs.
Oh, it didn't seem like there was a cost to the caster, and you mentioned that they lose years when they cast it.
Resurrect, I think,
does.
ages.
I checked most spells, both of them didn't mention that.
It puts a cost on the caster rather than the subject.
I could be misremembering. I mean, it's not that big a deal. The big thing is that, like, Resurrect you can use in combat. Resurrect is a spell that you can use in combat. Raised Dead is not a spell that you use in combat because you might bring them back to life but they'll have 1 hit point and they need a week's worth of rest. So it is something that you grab their body and run and then raise dead. So
yeah,
Resurrection also has casting time of 1 turn, so it's not really a combat spell.
all right.
You can
You're
still
right
use
about
it in
Resurrection. Resurrection ages the caster 3 years, but
Yeah.
Raised Dead doesn't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to skip through the thing.
No worries. All right. So, anything anyone else wants to do, or are you guys ready to get to the planet?
Did anyone say to Braxon whether they knew of any sort of wards we could put on the ships to protect from fire, or
Not at the moment.
I don't think there are any spell-wide fire protection spells.
okay?
There's
If what
spells
I
like
mean.
fire break and stuff, but
There are things that might
they-
work, but there's no simple protect ship from fire spell.
yeah, they don't work like glyphs of warding. They're usually
Yeah.
their own spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
for example, there's one spell that would work as a quench flame fire, but it's 8th level spell.
Right.
I mean, I imagine all could would allow us to invent one with spell research, but that would probably be a very high level spell.
Isn't there? I don't know if anyone remembers off the top of their head. I'm pretty sure there's a wizard spell that works specifically in the flow to prevent fires or something, or dampen fires.
There's a wizard spell that allows you to reduce the fire damage in flow,
Yeah, that was it.
but it doesn't prevent it. It
Yeah.
just makes it so that when you, for example, if wizard tries to cast fireball and has that spell active, they only take the normal fire damage, not the enhanced fire damage.
I guess we look for magic weapons that might have a better saving throw.
Well, I mean,
Against
it might
fire.
also be a thing where you need to cast like multiple spells across the board, or do some other things. Like, I mean, if the if one of you guys wants to start researching something like that when you have some free time, you can do so. I would first recommend looking through the spell compendiums, because there are multiple spells that protect things from fire. But whether they're permanent or not, whether they can affect a whole ship or not, I cannot recall offhand. And it is something that might need to be
Tweaks.
either one of those might work, or something might be something that is modifiable. Like you make a higher level one of these spells or something like that. Also, enough time has passed that the planets on the inner tracks are moving. So we go ahead and do that. There we go. All right, so you can get to Hesperus.
And that would be the 20th day.
Yep.
Okay.
Halfway through to my new book.
All right, so you come into orbit of Hesperus, and you can see the planet beneath you has it's covered in oceans, and you can see icebergs floating about the through the oceans, and about half a dozen small continents as well. You can see that they appear to have pine forests and mountains. You can't see any sign of habitation. You just know that there is some habitation from the elves. Surrounding the planet is a broad ring, and the ring glitters in sunlight, reflecting off of large chunks of ice. And interspersed amongst all of that are large asteroids as well. You know that there are some dwarven citadels scattered throughout the ring. So is that going to be your destination? Like, get to the ring and start looking for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. When you encounter one, how are you going to like approach them?
Don't smash us, please. We want to talk.
Your goal is to like leave your ship here for a number of days, kind of thing. So how are you gonna?
Yes, I think that we would signal them that we want to use docking services.
Are you going to give
Or
them a
something
time
like that.
frame as you signal them, or what?
Yeah, I think we would give an estimation.
We're saying medium term.
I mean, you don't have to give them an
Couple of
exact
months.
time, but you could say for a number of weeks, or a number of days, or a number of months, or something like that, depending on what you want.
Yeah.
So, what would you be saying?
I was going to say medium term, but
Well, yeah, but I
It's
mean, like,
just-
medium term doesn't really mean much.
several weeks.
Okay. All right.
Between weeks and months, but we don't know. It probably won't be more than 3 months at the most
Several-
likely.
Several weeks is fine. I mean, like, again, like, this is a signal. This isn't the land and start giving them more details. This is just like, you know, hey, can we
Yeah.
do this? And if they say no, then you're like, all right, move on to the next one, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you approach the asteroid belt, not the asteroid, the rings, and start scanning with a spyglass, looking for some dwarven citadels. And from your current vantage point, you can see 3 at least scattered widely about. So you approach the nearest one, and signal to them, asking if that, you know, letting them know that you'd like to dock a ship there for a few weeks, for several weeks, while like, you would say that while a smaller ship leaves, so that, you know, you're not leaving, like just parking there and everyone is there, kind of thing, right? Is that what you'd be saying?
Yeah, the main ship will be leaving there, basically.
Braxon, do you agree to that?
We're taking the shuttle, aren't we? Or
Yeah, we're
the flare?
taking the shuttle. No, we're
Dolphin is
taking
staying.
All right.
we're taking the shuttle, and then we're splitting off the flitter when we get to the world. Yeah, I guess we agree to that.
Okay. The first 2 tell you that they're uninterested in performing such a service. The third one, however, does signal back that they're willing to allow you to dock, but they will be charging a 15 gold piece per day docking fee.
Okay.
With a 150 GP upfront payment.
Okay.
All right, so you accept that?
I don't think we're going to get a better deal. Anyone?
No,
try another place?
some relative safety with a dwarven
Yeah.
citadel. It seemed there's
Yeah.
like 100 dwarves or something there.
Okay. All right, so you approach the citadel, and this one is an asteroid carved with the shape of a dwarven head, wearing a heavy helmet, and coming out of the helmet are stone carvings that look like icicles. And you bring your ship into their dock, and you're greeted by a dwarf. He comes up and introduces himself as part of Clan Icestone, and he is functionally their harbor master. And he says, so you'd be wanting to dock this ship while another ship is off doing something. Can you tell us what you're doing? We want to make sure you're not part of the Talengran Empire, are you?
No, we're not part of the Talengran Empire.
Good.
We're going to meet someone.
All right.
And,
This isn't anything underhanded. You're not smuggling goods.
No, we're not smuggling goods.
And he, who would be up on deck? Would all the officers be up on deck at this point?
Pretty
I
much
think
was.
so.
Okay. So he takes in the fact that Lafdul and Leva are there, and he nods. Good. You got elves on your crew. That confirms you're not part of the Talengren Empire. Are you opposed to them?
Kind
Yes.
of.
Yeah, considering what we've heard they do to elves, I don't exactly want to be part of that.
Solas would mention that he is opposed to anyone who uses slavery.
Leva would agree with that.
Same.
All right.
Yeah,
Especially considering your background.
We've worked for the Pragmatic Order of Thought in the past, rescuing slaves.
All right. Well, is your ship willing to defend us if we get attacked by any creatures or pirates or Talengren Empire or any such?
Of course.
Most
Yes.
of it, yes. We'll be taking the shuttle off the back, so it'll be one weapon down.
All right. Well, then 15 gold piece per day, with 150 gold pieces up front, please.
Mm-hmm.
We just leave Linnell's access to us.
I mean,
Actually, is Linnell still with us?
Yeah, he is.
And
stay
we
with us.
already talked about it, that the
Sorry, I
Lions will
wasn't.
be commanding the ship while we are away.
Do you make any magical weapons by any chance?
Not for trade.
Okay.
Priests make some occasionally, but they're masterwork creations of our eldest priests, usually for our clan chief or great warriors who have proven themselves.
Fair enough. I was going to say we'd discuss trade when we get back, but if they're for your best warriors, then that won't count.
While Solas, while we're docked there, Solas would do some quick trade for buying some refreshments for his personal stash.
Oh, are they gonna part with that beer? Have you?
They mostly they all of their fancy stuff they're not selling because they get it from their compatriots down on the planet below. They have a small brewery on the Citadel itself that makes a kind of a mid to lower quality ale, if you want some of that.
The mid-quality ale.
All right. Standard price then for that.
Mm-hmm.
So Braxon, they do create a contract for you that you have to sign, indicating that that your vessel will defend their citadel, and that you're agreeing to pay the 15 gold pieces per day docking fee.
Yeah, I'll get Linnaeus to come out and some of the other people to be witnesses.
What are they mining here? Is it ore or gems?
It's mostly ore.
Both.
They'll tell you that they get good quality iron. There's a little bit of copper, and they haven't found any since like their second year on the Citadel. But there was some gold that they mined out once.
Copper. They got malachite.
Malachite.
After Braxon,
Sorry.
go on.
They don't have any right now. Like the mostly what they've found is native copper.
No, don't worry about it.
All right. Braxon?
After Braxon signs, so that he's not looking like he's hesitating, he says, "Do you get attacked much? And are there any bounties for the people that attack your area?"
Don't get attacked too often. Occasionally, scavers will come by. Pirates try to sneak in and attack our ships that go from surface to up here to the belt to the ring every once in a while. But the fact that the Talengran Empire has so many ships in the inner sphere that there are actually not too many pirates about. And the Talengran Empire tends to be far more profitable to pirate, although it's much more dangerous.
So the Talengran Empire aren't attacking you yet?
They raid occasionally, indeed.
Okay.
They tend to not attack us directly, but our brethren down on the planet below trade with the elves, and they come in sometimes to try to capture some elves.
Yeah. If we meet any on the way back, is there a bounty on any of them?
Bounty is what you get from their ships.
Okay.
Any advice for interacting with them?
Well, I'd
Obviously,
say
we
avoid
are
it, but if
aware.
you can't,
We're using magic to disguise ourselves. The
well, that's
elves, at
good. I
least
was about to
myself.
say, don't let them see see yourself or the other elves. That's generally
we
it. They
leaving?
often do detailed inspections of ships coming in, so you would want to be careful about that.
Oh, I got elven furnishings in my room. Oh no,
Your,
wait, not on the
your
dock.
room's
Oh, no.
staying here.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that means I gotta take stuff with me. Damn it.
Yep.
I got most of my stuff in my room.
So you'll probably spend a day transferring stuff and like transferring cargo, like food and water and stuff to the and personal supplies to the shuttle.
Yeah.
Do you have any other?
As well as the cargo, we'll have to take some
Yeah.
wood.
Do you have any other questions for the dwarves?
During at some point, Solas will just inquire general history of the Hisperas area for his own curiosity.
All right. They will give you general history. It's not particularly interesting, but
I'll ask if there's any information on the snow elves.
It's more knowledge that he can tell forward.
they like there's a lot of history with their oops is all right, you know what, never mind. The history is like very oriented towards like things that they've mined when families have gotten too large and had to split to new citadels and things like that. Like it tends to be very family oriented. The dwarves up here don't have a whole lot of contact with the snow elves, and the snow elves are very private, so they don't know much about them. But they are said to have some pretty spectacular cities in the forests and mountains down below.
I would love to visit them.
Braxon's going to ask if they know of any way to tell the difference between Talengran Empire patrol ship and a ship that goes to capture slaves. Do they like use different flags or anything?
No, they don't. They all fly the flag of Talengran Empire.
Okay.
And they're pretty much all military vessels. So they so far as we know, they don't have a distinction between them. Just depends on what they get assigned to do.
If
Also,
go on.
No, you go first.
Braxon.
If some escaped slaves just happened to fall onto our ship while we were on the way back, is there a place to take them to?
Well, I'd recommend Linethar. That would be the best place. It would be quite inhospitable down on Hesperus for them to live, unless they're used to it. There are some humans down there, but they don't build great cities. They tend to move with the seasons and do fishing and whaling and that sort of thing.
So nomadic tribes.
All right, and Solas, you had a question?
Yeah, Solas would just to keep up his studies on the mining proficiency that is still waiting for the proficiency point. He would also chat somewhat about mining with the dwarves.
Okay. You wouldn't have a whole lot of time to do so, but you can spend what time available to do so. All right,
Basically,
but it is
compare a few techniques.
Mm-hmm. But it is about time to take a break. So when we get back, you'll have transferred all your stuff over to your shuttle, so it would be a good idea to look over your stuff and decide what you're taking with you. And good time to stretch your legs and get something to drink. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. See you shortly.
See you then.
See you on the other side.